Tonight, Georgia Senate Bill 202 banning people from giving gifts, pamphlets, campaign information, food, or water to those waiting in line to vote. Is this voter suppression, or will it curb voter coercion? We'll discuss the bill and what it means and how it's been politicized. Does anybody go to vote starving and thirsty? March Madness is in full swing. The results of our predictions and who we believe will be in the Final Four, the Final Two, and the eventual national champions. New music from Fire Tiger, and some more shenanigans from the folks of Mad Circus. Also, the season finale of Dawn of the Dude. Mad Mike is here. Danger Davis and Leland are in the house. Alexander is at the helm, and we're ready to go. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Radio Man Cave, and you are now on the air. The views and opinions on the On the Air with Mike Allen show do not reflect the views and opinions of other shows associated with Fort Kick-Ass Productions. This show is not suitable for viewers under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is advised.
Okay, is it working now? I sort of apologize, but I don't.
Welcome, everybody, to the show.
Yeah!
We are live. We got a new captain behind the ship, and we're going to end up blocking the Suez Canal. I guarantee it.
Why is there a drill in front of you?
Why is there a drill in front
Throw
of
it at Leland. All right. Yeah. Throw it at Leland.
you? Throw it at Leland?
I didn't get to see it thrown at Leland.
Okay. Well, now Leland, went ahead and jacked his volume up to make sure we're on. We are a professional podcast,
We
sir.
are professional-ish.
Ish. Kinda.
Okay, I'm going to figure out this whole control board
Okay.
thing.
All right. Who's the camera on? Is it on me?
Yeah, it's on you.
It's on me.
He's driving.
Only me.
He's driving the ship, but he has to figure out how to draw a penis with his path, like the guy from the Suez Canal.
Oh my God, that guy's amazing.
I know. He was an amazing dick.
All right, now that we're on and doing things,
Hey, Leland, say something.
kind of.
You muted me, didn't you?
Nope.
No,
Oh, okay. How's it?
there you go. Now you're muted. All right, guys, welcome to the show. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Radio Man Cave. Tonight we're going to be talking about a bunch of subjects. First out the gate, we're going to talk about is the voter law in Georgia, which has everybody kind of in a conundrum, as it were. We're going to break down the law, the actual law, read it, and then, of course, find the truth. Is it voter suppression? Are a certain race of people being targeted to be oppressed or suppressed from their votes?
Oppressive.
Or is it just something being politicized and racialized to divide us? We're going to go ahead and break that down. I've got some numbers in front of me to do that. Also, the March Madness has been in full swing, and I have to apologize that we did not do our diligence with March Madness this year, and we kind of suck at it. So we did not do any brackets. We didn't, get any picks. We let you down. But we are down to the Final Four. Final Four?
I think we're on the Elite Eight right now.
Elite Eight. So we're down to the Elite Eight. So we are going to fill out the Elite Eight bracket right here. You guys that are in the chats and following along, you too can join in the fun, and we'll guess, and we'll guess who's going to win it all. You know who I'm voting for, right?
Michigan.
Of course, Michigan. Michigan's still in it.
That's a funny way to say the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Because
it might be Gonzaga, Michigan. It might be Gonzaga, Michigan.
University of Houston.
Okay, let's hold that away from your mouth.
Okay.
All right, there you go. It's a good microphone, so you don't have to work it like you're trying to get.
Hey, Patty's.
So you don't have to work it like you're trying to
Yeah, Leland. Try to
get
work
extra
it with
money
your mouth
from
again.
payday and stuff.
Yeah, work it with your mouth.
Is that Patty?
No. Yeah.
Are you going to save us, Patty?
Patty? You're
Is
in
Patty going to drive the boat?
No, Patty is in my chair. He's in.
Are we letting Mike drive the boat?
I'm already here,
All right.
and I'm drunk. No, I'm not. I have to wake up at 5:30 in the goddamn morning. I wish I was drunk right now. I am tired. Anyway,
We are simulcasting on Facebook Live. If anybody joins us on Facebook Live, you can head to theradiomancave.com and join us there and see all the people. You're just going to see me on the Facebook Live. But so let's start. Patty, welcome. Did you get a rundown of what we're talking about?
Give the man a microphone.
Okay, what you're going to have to do, Patty, is go into the sound booth, carefully unplug the mic cord from the power box, bring it back out, plug it into that microphone on the mic stand on the table there, and then you can have a microphone too.
I mean, can he just use one of the wireless mics?
I was going to say that.
Is my wireless mic working?
Hey, Patty, make sure that the
Say something.
Something.
there you
Okay,
go.
there
Yeah,
you
you can
go.
use that one. Just use that
Rad.
one. There you go.
All right, try it again, Patty.
Bop-a-doop boop.
Okay, I got him. But you do need headphones.
Where
The
did
jack
I-
is right there in front of you, and you had to click in.
I don't remember
Or
where I
don't.
left my headphone. They're
All right.
probably out here.
All right, well,
There's no headphones out
continue
here.
while I
Just
search
continue
for-
on.
for my
Just
headphones.
I don't know.
Patty, get in my chair. My chair and my corner are empty where there should be
Just
a
sit
Patty.
down, Patty.
I come unprepared. Okay?
You do come
put me.
unprepared. That's how we roll here. We're unprepared. We are a professional show.
Right.
We are professional.
And I've watched a lot of podcasts that have a lot more followers than us. They're worse than we are. I don't know how that happens, but
Yeah.
So the trick is make the train wreck
would you
more.
turn his mic down a lot?
All right, Leland, try again.
So the trick is make the train
There you
wreck
go.
that much more epic. Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. Now check and make sure, Patty, that the speakers on the intro are turned off.
It says that.
Does it? All right.
Yeah, I think I got it.
Sounds normal? Are you listening over the thing? Okay. So we're good.
Yeah.
All right. I
Yeah.
thought we were.
I mean,
I had faith.
I mean,
I mean,
Leland's
I
not
got
as-
faith in
as
my
good as
guys,
he's gonna sound
Leland.
because the mic is like right up by his mouth hole. But
But we turned him down, so he's okay.
okay, cool.
I know he's working it like shore leaf, but you
Man,
know.
this chair is comfy.
I know, isn't it?
hey, Patty, say it one more
It's
time.
full of Davis
Oh, this
farts.
chair is like super comfy. Like I'm just gonna like.
Hey,
prop-
put us all up there now that he's in his comfy chair.
All right, let me go.
Figure out how to do that.
Yeah, we're gonna go with the
He's just-
cube zoom.
He's just
Yeah.
the cube zoom. Let's see
Yeah.
the cube zoom.
I look good as shit doing this, so I should just do this from now on.
You should just do this for now. It'd probably save Alex a trip, to be honest.
Yeah, because I think they need to see more of my beautiful face up close.
It'll get us more viewers. I mean, look, we have like 8 viewers right now because of Davis's beautiful
Yeah,
mug.
because my goddamn mustache.
Leo Sufkill coming in with the hot kill. Leo's one of our Mad Circus guys. He says, "When's the podcast start?" They're setting up still, right? Yeah, we're setting up, Leo. we are literally setting up.
There you go.
We fly by the seat of our pants here. We don't care.
I've already sent
We
him
just
a marvelous
don't care.
reply.
No, Leo's a good guy, man. Leo is going to be doing our merch.
Oh, sweet.
As soon as I get off my ass to get him our logos and stuff. So if you guys have individual logos that you would like on merch with your name on it, Sky Marshal Leland Freeman. If you have something, mock up something, send it to me. Danger Davis, same thing. Mad Mike, player to be named later when he gets here.
Actually, I have one, and it's not, I guess, for me per se, as much as it is my penis. And I think
we are not going to be selling pictures of your macropenis
if you look
in our merch store.
It's a lightning bolt with some balls, and it says 2-inch killer.
Okay, we possibly could do that.
Dude, it's awesome.
Possibly could do that.
Oh, dude, honey
Because Mad Mike 2-inch killer is a legend in Tinder.
Yeah.
Legend in Tinder.
Dude, that's pretty badass, not gonna lie.
Dude, did you like it?
I like that.
Did you show it? Well, God dang it.
A lot of people. Hey, what'd you get on your face?
Well, when you have a German Shepherd, hair gets everywhere, and I had a piece of Radar's hair in my glasses, and it was messing up my face stuff.
Not.
Anyway, we're talking about Georgia's new voter law. Have you heard about this, Leland?
Yeah, they have
I
to vote.
have.
What do you think about it? Before we get into the law.
Hey, if it prevents fraudulent votes from happening, I'm all for it.
So how is it going to prevent fraudulent votes?
Doesn't it require like photo identification for all the votes now?
Well, that's always been a thing.
I meant also for the mail-in. It's also going to prevent just mass spamming of mail-in ballots and get rid of all the drop boxes, which could be stuffed. Something like that. Why don't you read what does it say in the law itself?
Let's bring up the law itself.
The law.
Reading the laws.
What have you heard about it?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't read about it other than they can't serve water or food. So,
Yeah.
it's not like you're going to Costco now. And I think you have to show an ID.
You have to have an ID to get a mail-in ballot.
Yeah,
Which I thought that was a thing.
Yeah, I mean that sounds pretty cool.
I didn't think that was anything different. Well, here's what's being said. What's being said is that it's voter suppression because it targets minority voters, especially the inhumane practice of not allowing people to receive food and drink in line. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, things get politicized and racialized, right?
Sure.
Sure.
How long of a line are we talking about here?
So I wanted to look that up because even if the line is like 5 hours, the average time between meals is 5 hours, right? So it's not
At
like
least.
these people are getting in line and starving to death or dehydrating. And what really boggles my mind is that people that are thinking this are actually saying that the targeted people that are supposedly being oppressed
Are all fat?
are too stupid to take care of themselves.
So they're too stupid to buy a Snickers bar.
Or just too stupid to meet their basic needs so that they have to
Yeah.
be catered to while in line.
If you're too stupid to not eat, then I think
You're missing the point. You're taking it solely in a different direction. Listen to what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
The people that are saying this is race biased, that is targeting a certain race, are saying that race cannot take care of itself. Saying that the race is inferior, which is not true.
So it's basically these people are in effect being racist by saying
yes, that's what I pulled out of it. But anyway, I had the bill. It's SB 202. So let me see, voting law.
idiocracy is now in the current events section.
All right. So let me give you my thing, and here's my deal, because now we're going to go to Davis Camp. I think it kind of sucks because, what if I'm just chilling there waiting to vote, and I kind of want some nachos? I think because of the current political climate out there, it's almost a sporting event anyway. So, what's not to say we should just make profit? Okay, make private companies that work for the government to sell stadium food at elections.
Some elotes.
Well,
Privatize it.
well, here's the deal.
Yeah.
And I pulled up the bill.
Okay.
God dang it.
Okay, so while you're pulling up the bill, I'm playing with the whole slidey thing for transitions. And it's super cool.
So you're just kind of going back and forth. See how much fun Alex could have if he actually showed up and.
Well, yeah, but now this is my job.
Have you
I
found
my old job back.
Have you found the Star Wipe yet?
Yeah, I wipe stars all the time with my tongue.
Wait a minute, this isn't it. See, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get past all the
Davis-isms.
Davis.
SB 202 there, because I pulled up the actual bill.
Suck it, Leland.
No.
Such a good butt licking joke.
Just wait till we get to the ship.
Oh.
See, now I can't find the text to the bill.
I will be swabbing some poop dicks.
Okay, bill text. Here it is.
All right. Shut up, everybody. All right.
God dang it. I had it up and now I can't find it.
I hate when that happens.
Your preparedness has dropped tenfold.
I know. Well, I'm rushing around at the last minute because I thought Alex would be here.
Yeah, I mean, I hate when I have it up and then like I just can't find it anymore, and it's
Somebody needs to take some Viagra then.
well, no, it's usually just like a lot of booze.
Anyway, the way the bill read
Okay.
is it was a continuous. I can't find it. I'll keep looking for it. Maybe somebody in the chat could find it.
Throw some powdered sugar.
Yeah, Leo, there wouldn't be an issue if they put voting booths in Hooters. I'm right there with you. All right, so basically what it said was
sucks
that
at
well,
Hooters.
basically what it says is that the law prohibits anyone from passing out political flyers,
Okay.
Okay.
pamphlets,
So no electioneering.
information for candidates, or anything or any gifts from political parties or candidates, nor food or water. That's what it said. So it added food and water to all that. Now here's the thing. Before we get to the waiting times, here's the thing. It does not mean that if me and you, Leland, went to vote,
Which
and we're standing in line,
we can't just.
and Leland's like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna die." It doesn't mean that you can't hold my place, and I go to a food truck or to McDonald's, grab a bag, come back, and hand it to you. I can do
Yeah.
that all day.
Does it prohibit? Does it prohibit someone from delivering food to you from like an Uber?
No, it
So somebody could
specifically says people that are working basically the ones that sit outside the polls,
Yeah, they're not going to give you
they
shit.
can't give you shit,
Yeah,
That makes
including
sense.
food and water.
That makes sense.
So here's the deal. It doesn't say you can't have food and water in line. It doesn't say people can't hand you food and water if you know them, if they're a family member, or if you just bring it on your own. Like one guy in one of the Facebook threads that I was following on this subject said, "Why don't you just bring one of those coolers, throw some stuff in it if it's going to be a long wait, and have the cooler."
or the Snickers ad. It's gonna be a while.
Yeah, and
Grab
if you
a
know the
Snickers.
people around you, they can have a water out of there too. That's not against the law. What's against the law is if I'm working for Joe Biden and I walk up and I hand a water bottle to somebody that says "Vote for Biden,"
I would spit it back
or
in your
"Hey,
face.
remember Joe Biden when you go in there?" Well,
That's against the law, Lee.
that's
Yeah,
against the
Leland.
law. That's
That's
assault.
assault.
That's assault by bodily fluid. But anyway, so it doesn't make any difference.
I want to assault Leland with my bodily fluid.
So, but then I thought to myself, why is this an issue? Well, they do that because you're jamming it in your face and talking real loud. See how far away I am from mine?
All right, try it.
Hey, he's here.
Yeah, but I'm already here.
What's going on, muchacho?
Patty, you're
Now they're in there looking at guns.
No, we're not looking at guns. We're looking at Alex's badass coat.
Dude, that's fucking
Yeah.
which probably has
Well-
a bunch of guns in it.
So anyway, so the bill basically is saying that people that they added food and water to the things that people that are volunteering for candidates
Yes.
or political parties, they can't give that to people waiting in line.
Makes sense.
So then begs the question, how long are people waiting in line in Georgia to vote? So I went on, now depending on the propaganda webpage you go to, it could be anywhere from 5 hours to 2 minutes. Now I personally have never took longer than, mute the mics in there if you're going to have total different conversations.
That's not me.
Oh, you're out of the,
Yeah, I'm not in that conversation. I'm over here doing my job like a professional.
Well, mute their mics.
I'll mute
well,
your
do
mic.
your job then.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to make a point.
Go ahead
that
and
I'm
bring
being
everybody on the camera so we can all be part of the show. It's not
Ugh.
just me and the Leland show.
Davis Cam rules.
Not just Davis Cam, dumbass.
Whatever.
The whole thing.
Alex, you want to go out there and beat up Leland so I can put it on Alex Beats Up Leland Cam? And assault him with my bodily fluid.
Did you get it?
No, keep going. Oh, my God.
We need it in slow-mo.
Oh, my God. All right, y'all get settled. We're having a conversation here. What's up, William? If you want to
Please
join the
continue your
live show,
conversation, sir.
theradiomancave.com. Come join us on the YouTubes.
On the YouTubes.
So, that being said, I wanted to find out how long people were voting, standing in line to vote in Georgia. Now,
Yeah.
according to NPR and Vox and some progressive left wing, they're waiting up to 5 to 6 hours. And, of course, they had a story about a woman who showed up later in the afternoon, waited 5 hours. The polling station ran out of ballots,
Yeah.
so they had to give her a provisional ballot.
Yeah.
How do you run out of ballots?
Well, because you run out of ballots.
Because a lot of people vote.
You know,
Yeah, but don't they know how many people are registered to
you
vote?
ran
It
out
doesn't matter how many people are registered to
Leland.
vote. You can only have so many ballots in a ballot.
Yeah, bro.
Each polling station is set up for 2,000
People.
vote, and just because they're registered doesn't mean they're going to go vote.
Yeah.
Traditionally, only 48% of the people that are registered to vote actually vote, and less than that.
I was going to say it's that
Just for an
high.
example,
Yeah.
here in Hutto, Texas, there are 27,000 registered voters. Do you know how many people showed up at the last election to vote?
69.
920.
I was close. Yeah. No, I was gonna say
920.
Leland. I was,
So you
and
can't.
two of which was you and Davis.
So you can't use that as a basis to get ballots to a polling place. I
Yeah.
mean, they just run out. Now she said she waited in line 5.5 hours. I kept digging because I'm like, okay, it's like any source. You want to have two or more sources outside of the ideology that's pushing it. Vox had an article where people were waiting up to 5 hours to vote, and this is what hit me. It was for early voting, which means they showed up and stood 5 hours in line when they had days to vote.
yeah, they could have came back later.
Could have came back later.
that's ridiculous.
Now, according to CNN, which we agree is a left-wing
Yeah.
news source, right?
Yes.
Okay, so according to CNN, the average wait time in Georgia on election day, guess how long?
What, about an hour?
69 minutes.
Guess how long, Mike?
I did.
Alex, Danger Davis, got a guess?
Between 42.0
What are we guessing
minutes
one more
and
time there,
69
Mike?
The wait time for voting in Georgia, where all this bill is passing, on
Yep.
election day, November 3rd. The
I'm gonna
average
say
wait time,
less than 20.5 minutes.
according to CNN, the average wait time to cast a ballot on election day in Georgia, 2 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
It's not bad at all. Not at all.
I mean,
2
I
minutes.
still like stadium nachos.
Now, that'd be awesome. Now, prior to election day, you know they don't have all the polling stations that are open election day.
Yeah.
Y'all know that, right?
Right.
I mean,
Sure.
because it's early voting. You don't have the people to staff it. Most of these people are volunteers. So they can't staff. Now, with COVID last year, you really had a hard time staffing it. This was the youngest, when I went to vote, that was the youngest people I've ever seen working a polling station in my life. I mean, usually they're,
Old.
They're old folks. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're usually, senior citizens.
Senior citizens. Patty, what the Patty, tuck your balls in, man.
Can you hear me?
Hey,
I
my
can-
balls want
I can hear
to
you.
speak. Let them speak.
Stop banging the microphone on the thing. Holy cow.
Okay, thank you. All right, I asked, can you hear me?
I did. I said I can hear you, and then Knucklehead over here is hammering nails
No,
with
it's
the
good.
back of
Problem solved.
the
Now I
mic.
know. All right, next
Holy
time I need
shit.
to know, I'll just bang my mic on the
I wish.
I said I could hear you.
Okay, so one thing I wish I could use like the mouse, the cursor to like zoom in and or like draw lines on stuff like they do in football, because it totally looks like Patty has like a giant hog.
Well, a scene.
All right,
there.
can we get back to the
Oh,
topic
sorry.
at hand
All right,
here?
go ahead.
Back to polling.
Nice. That was good.
Man,
Tip
that
of the
was
hat, sir.
that was
Alex,
good.
you want to come out here and sit with us?
That's a no.
Do it. Do it.
I don't know how long, Leland. How long did you wear a mask this week? I don't want to catch the tard. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I'll come out there.
Oh my god! Yes. All right. What was with that?
I know, Radar. Bite him.
I was going to say, you're very limber for a large man.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, that's the pot calling the kettle black.
You'd only be so lucky to know. Oh, is this what we're supposed to be talking about tonight?
Yeah.
House Bill 202 in the Georgia State Senate.
And how badass that freaking coat thing is.
Sweet.
It is.
I know a lot about that.
That is a badass coat.
Goddamn right.
Is that the Adidas?
Oh yeah,
So I got to catch up now?
multi-target
Yes.
too.
I need to catch up.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's entirely up to you.
So,
So
so I'm wondering how this had. This became, of course, a racial issue, and a couple other of sources that I found, the wait times at polling stations in predominantly minority neighborhoods was longer than wait times in predominantly white neighborhoods.
Mike, time is racist. It has to be, according to their logic.
No,
Time-
it has nothing to do
The
with-
whole concept of time is
It
racist.
has nothing to do with time. Listen to what
How
we're
is
saying.
time racist?
I'm saying
A-
that.
Ask
that-
them.
But
You
now,
are saying it. You should know.
But now the thought process is that somehow that's oppression because people have to wait longer in certain areas than other areas. Now, they don't take into effect a few things. Each polling station may have a different polling method. I mean, the one here that we use is the touch screen. So you go in, you put your card in, you touch screen, it prints it out, you throw it in the box, you're done. You're in and out in less than 5
Here's
minutes.
a question: do they use
There's-
vote centers there, or do they use?
They use vote centers, polling stations.
So they can go anywhere in their county and vote. So how is that racist? If
I'm
there's-
talking about wait times.
right, but what you're saying,
So you're taking it off track. Let me get you back on track. We're talking about wait times.
Right.
And how the perception is that it's targeted to minorities to prevent them from voting because they have to wait longer than people outside of a certain area.
but no, I didn't take it
So-
off track because if they have vote centers, they can go vote.
But what they
yeah.
didn't take into effect is the method of voting, the number of volunteers at the polling station itself. Because if you have a larger polling station with more booths, you can get more people through. It might be just it might be an old post office. And like here, it's just they've got maybe 10 voting stations for the
Yeah.
entire precinct that comes through Hutto.
Yeah, but here's a question.
So what I'm saying is somebody sitting down somewhere with a piece of paper and saying, hey, we're going to make it harder for this certain area to vote because we want to suppress this voter or
if they
is
use,
that voter
if
suppression?
they use vote centers, like for example, Williamson County, don't they use vote centers? Because Travis County uses vote centers.
Yeah, well,
It means
pretty
that-
much-
which means that you
Yeah.
could vote anywhere in Williamson County. You can go all the way to Cedar Park and vote
Well, technically, I could go to Travis County and vote.
Yeah.
anywhere in the state. Okay.
I could go anywhere in the state.
Let's
If I'm
say-
traveling, if I'm out of town in Texas, I can go to that polling station as long as I enter my information and where I'm from, my region. When I fill out the stuff, they bring up that ballot for that region.
Yeah, there's
I don't
plenty
think
of
that's the argument, though, right? The argument
Well,
is that there's like locations and turns out predominantly minority or ethnic minority communities, and
The wait time is longer than in a predominantly non. area.
I'd have to honestly.
But I see well,
discuss, like, hypothetical.
to me, voter oppression is I show up to vote and
Yeah,
there's a guy with a gun
yeah,
that's
the
going to
voting
blow my head off if I go into the polling station. If it's inconvenient,
That's terrorism. But
well, yeah, but that's voter suppression.
Yeah, sure.
That's suppressing votes. That's
it's an
threatening.
extreme
That's
form,
threatening
yeah.
violence to.
Yeah. I mean, voter suppression could be like
You can hold that closer to your mouth,
It could
just-
be, say, there's a polling station across the street. You have a bunch of Trump supporters out there waving Trump flags and shit like that. And like, I mean, they're across the street. They're away from the property, but they could back all their trucks up. They could be rolling coal and hooting and hollering and like trying not to make out with their cousins and shit like that. So,
Oh, hell yeah.
But technically, is that voter suppression?
yeah, see, it would really depend.
Because are they stopping people from going into the polls, or are they changing anyone's
I mean, it's
mind through
psychological.
coercion? I mean, voter suppression means you either suppress the vote or you change someone's mind through coercion.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
you know, it's
I mean, if I were to go to a
It's,
poll and I see a
instigating,
bunch of idiots
you
running
know,
around with flags
yeah.
saying, vote for my guy, and they're honking horns and yelling and screaming, once I'm in the voting booth,
yeah. They can't stop you from
I don't
voting
give a
whoever they
shit.
wanna vote for.
Yeah,
That's
and
true.
they don't even know who I voted for.
That's true.
So, I mean, to me, suppression means that there is some physical barrier that is intentionally put between the ballot box, and the voter to suppress the vote.
I mean, could a physical barrier not be location though?
It could be, but on all the evidence I've found, that's not an issue, especially when we have early voting. Every state has up to 4 weeks of early voting with 2 Saturdays. Every single state.
Yeah.
I vote early, and
Yeah,
the argument was made. Well, what if I ain't made up my mind yet? Well, that's your personal choice.
Yeah.
That's not being
But you're
suppressed.
voting.
If you know,
plenty of time.
yeah, you have plenty of time, and pretty much everybody knows who they're going to vote for long before.
Yeah, especially like the last 3 elections.
Exactly.
Like,
I mean, if
that
you
were
did,
sitting on the fence is like, what are you sitting on the fence for?
I already know who I'm
And
voting
really,
for.
I mean,
I'm already
listen-
voting for no one to vote for 2024. If Trump's running, I'm voting for him.
voting for Trump,
Or even if he goes out to Fifth Avenue and blows somebody's heads off,
he won't care.
he won't care. He'll probably really just wanking
Like,
it. We won't see him
he'll
for
crank it.
months.
I'm telling you,
He's right.
Yeah, he'd
I'm
come
tell-
back.
he'll
his
zoom
arm
in.
Would just be all
he'll
huge.
zoom in.
His eyes would be all like distant.
Just a reminder: there are 589 days to the midterm elections in 2022. You have 589 days to get registered to vote, get a proper voter ID, and help someone who's having trouble doing that. 589 days. Don't come rolling up election day talking about, I can't vote because I don't have an ID and that's voter suppression. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
You can get a state ID. As a matter of fact, I know Texas does it. I'm not sure about other states, but if you can go in and prove that you are financially hurting, you can get one for free. I mean, if you can't pony up the $12 for a state ID, I don't know. Maybe,
I know that
maybe don't smoke cigarettes.
I
or
know
something.
that
I don't
some
know.
of the counties, including Travis County, they issue specific voter IDs if you do not have a state ID, if you can prove Texas residency. I mean, and you're a citizen.
yeah, they mail
And
it
you're a
to
citizen.
You, right?
Yeah, they mail it to you.
They mail
Yeah.
it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
If you get caught lying about it, like you're fucked. But
oh yeah, it's a
Yeah.
felony, huge, big time.
but
Huge.
yeah, no, I think some people should absolutely. There's a lot of talk. There's a lot of hashtags. There's a lot of retweets. There's a lot of likes. But these people that constantly, do that kind of stuff, the clout, the social media clout, they just did a little bit more, subscribe to that kind of civic nationalism. Like, hey,
Yeah.
I'll help you. I'll help you get whatever you need to do to make it happen.
Yeah.
That should be a conversation that we should see
Well, that
more
should.
of, other than this voter suppression. Oh, what about people without IDs? Like,
Exactly.
okay, well, I mean, people need IDs anyway, right? I mean, you need the IDs to get.
votetexas.gov. It's like there's one of 7.
He was kind of in the middle of
Okay.
a sentence there, so go ahead and let him finish. Go ahead.
No.
one of 7 acceptable forms of ID.
Texas driver's license.
Go ahead, Alex. No, his mic's off.
Oh, he's talking.
Oh, go ahead and turn him back on.
I already did.
Texas driver's license, Texas election ID certificate, Texas personal ID card, Texas handgun
Pretty much
license,
everything that we fucking
U.S.
knew already.
citizenship
Yeah, all right,
certificate
so-
with
Yeah,
photo.
pretty much what we just
U.S.
said.
military
All right,
ID or
everything
passport.
Everything we just said.
Yes.
Thank you, Leland.
I mean,
And you've got 589 days. We will keep this count all the way down to election day on this show. And we will remind people to go get registered to vote and get an ID to vote
Can you
and
point at it
help
one more
others.
time?
Did I?
A little bit down.
Speaking of
There. Well, up. Right there.
speaking
There you go.
of
Yeah.
speaking of election days,
Speaking of, because we weren't already speaking of them.
Now you turn mine off. What the hell? He's flying blind in there, man.
So, speaking of election days, there's actually a local election that's coming up in May, specifically with regards to the hobo camps in Austin, Texas. And so it makes you wonder. I wonder how many of the.
Did you just say hobo camp?
I said hobo
Is
camps.
this frickin' 1930? What the hell, man?
What do you want to call them?
Shantytowns.
Well,
The shantytowns.
here's the thing.
Goddamn Hoover.
Hobos
Abbeville.
technically have jobs.
If only we had the FDR to come save us.
Yeah, you have to think hobos technically had jobs.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what? So what do you call the camps?
Transient camps.
The transient camps,
Homeless camps.
the
Homeless
homeless camps. The question is, how many
Urban
of those?
outdoor enthusiasts.
How many of those? How many?
I too.
How many of the people that live in those camps do you think have IDs will try to vote to prevent the camping ordinance from being reinstated?
Well, since we're in Texas and you can't vote without a state-issued ID, I would say none.
You
Well,
silly
I mean,
goose.
You know, you got to. I can't speak for the entire.
Urban outdoorsman.
Yeah.
those guys. But somebody made a good point that this whole not having an ID is a reason why we shouldn't have voter ID. Our
Yeah.
IDs to vote.
Yep.
But because of the disenfranchised and whatnot, who are on welfare and get government assistance and benefits,
Who have to have IDs to
but
have
you
that.
have to have IDs.
Yeah.
So,
Well, here's the thing that gets
but
me.
I don't know about.
I mean, here's the
I was
thing.
for it. Just to touch on his point, I was for it. I was like, hey, yeah, let people camp. Maybe I'll go pitch a tent myself in Zilker Park.
And go hang out. Yeah.
Go hang out. And just why not?
Yeah.
It's allowed. Why not? But the trash, man.
Oh my God.
The trash.
And they even put trash cans and dumpsters
I know.
right there.
yeah.
I know. I watched a guy shoot up
Porta-johns
legit.
and hand
I was like, holy
sanitizers.
shit. Come on, man. There's a school like a block away.
Yeah. Oh well.
This ain't cool.
I was rolling around one night and patrolling, and I was underneath the bridge on 7th, heading down 7th Street to go to one of the properties. And this guy's just squatting right there in the curb, got his hand up on the pillar, just throwing it out there.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I know. Maybe
You're not
maybe-
making a great argument for us
maybe-
to feel sorry for you. Is
Well,
all
I
I'm
can
saying.
speak for myself. Maybe I was a little bit naive on the consequences, the reality of the consequences, the unintended consequences.
Yeah.
We can't argue that it was ill. I had ill faith or it wasn't people thinking with the best interest. Plus, right now, the Austin cops are already spread thin as it is.
Spread thin, and they don't want to do anything to lose their jobs. And since the mayor pretty much said if you mess with the homeless, you're going to get fired,
Yeah.
I would leave them alone.
Yeah, it's. But I have that Citizen app, and I see a lot. I get a lot of notifications.
Yeah.
For shit. I live in South Austin. We're about to get our own episodes of the first 48.
Yeah,
I thought
know.
it was bad when Dallas had it, and I was
I
like,
know.
man, fuck Dallas, right? But then I got the Citizen app, and it was like
A lot of
shots
stuff that-
fired into the house or whatever. Man wielding machete and all this crazy shit, 2 blocks away from me. I'm like,
And let me ask you this, and that's just part of it.
yeah.
Imagine being, having the job I had as a cop, and noticing how much doesn't make it to the news.
Well, the Citizen app is all based off of, I think, police calls. And
No, yeah, they are.
like that,
But if you look at the Citizen app, then you watch the news. How much of what you see on the Citizen app is covered in the news?
barely any of it. Unless something crazy happens.
Yeah, or it can be used for some sort of, if it bleeds, it leads. So it has to be, or something that can push, ad revenue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, multinational news stuff
yeah.
it pops up. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit, what happened? And then I open it up. I'm like, oh, this happened. Damn, dude.
It's like a week ago.
yeah.
One
Well,
way,
let's take a break and let's see if our man on a mission here can. You might need to go help him.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. No, he got it. Just click on the one thing, and then
The one
just
thing.
drag it over to the other side,
And
and
then
then
All right, so I'm gonna
Okay, so hold on. Let me tell you what we're doing. We're going to take a break. We're going to now on the screen to your left. It should be on Fire Tiger or
Oh my god.
no, you got this.
All right, so now
all
I just
you.
have to mute the mics.
hold on.
Okay.
Do you have that video up of that band?
Yeah, it's up.
Okay.
You got this.
Okay.
Fire what?
All right.
Okay.
So just pick. Let's go with
Fire
the
Badger?
second one over because we already played the first one. You see the red line at the bottom?
Fire possum.
I just started it like a little bit.
Okay. Well, I think we
Fire
already
Possum.
played that one. Though.
No, we didn't.
We didn't. All right. There
Yeah.
you go. Now, as soon as you turn our mics off, and then expand that to the whole screen, and then we'll be back after this. I'm Mike Allen, flying by the seat of my. He cuts my mic off. So Radio Man Cave, we'll be right back. You're on the air.
Crashing through the night, no stopping the rolling. Don't take me home. So many fishes in the deep blue sea. You come around here looking for me. I'm going the magic
Oh, well then turn my mic on, dum dum. Now we got another pilot
You're
in the pilot seat.
Stupid. Because
Oh, my
the
God.
stuff is back to work. Yeah. Also, I found my water bottle. It was in the bathroom. Oh, do that again?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not causing that problem.
Sigourney Weaver's dancing. Do it.
There's a jack out here.
Yes.
Do, 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 do.
Radar's like,
Did you actually step on her?
No, I did not.
Well,
She's just moving around.
Yep.
all right, welcome back to the show. We've been talking about the voter bill in Georgia and how it's, you know,
And how we can't have water. For
why
10
is your
minutes.
why is your pants wet?
It's not. It's a shadow,
It looks like you peed yourself, man.
right?
It looks like,
Actually, it looks like it's Sigourney Weaver's like body, like the lower half, like her legs.
all right, welcome back.
Yes.
For those watching on Facebook Live, you can go to theradiomancave.com and join us for the entire show.
You can see my amazingness. Dude, this
It's
is
like the Suez Canal, man.
Apparently, they actually freed the ship.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Nah, you see what happened
Okay, I
with
want
that?
you to have a 3-inch rule with that microphone.
I mean, that's double as an inch and a half rule.
Put your fist up like that.
Mm-hmm.
No. Put your fist up.
Fisted.
There, right there. Now take your fist away. Now don't move it closer.
Yeah, back. Leland, back away
I'm
from
gonna have
the
to get him a.
microphone.
I'm gonna have to get him a football helmet.
Davis,
maybe.
pull my screen up real quick. And I'm going to demonstrate.
I know, he's
how you should have it.
exact-
Leland,
that's what I'm
here's
talking
a
about earlier.
demonstration.
Sorry about
There's
that.
all this
earlier.
room right here.
Davis,
It's
can you
like
turn
a
my
good
headphones
solid
up?
like 6 inches. That's Gucci gang. But yeah, Mike. So in regards to that that ship,
Yeah.
the helmsman was pretty much just like, I'm gonna flip this shit like Denzel in Flight.
Did that work for your headphones?
Did it work? His headphones are the same as Leland's.
Okay. I don't know.
I
which
could
one
hear
it is.
just fine.
I can hear too. I can hear a lot. That's the problem.
Oh, is it like way
Probably
loud?
also because you're sitting right
super
next to
loud.
him.
Hey, I do have a solution for this. There is like a motorcycle helmet inside the garage that we could put on Leland's head.
I got one on top of the.
Yeah, but I think this one has like the chin guard part.
Oh yeah.
You got a
then it would-
lampshade over there. You can do the lampshade.
Put the lampshade on there.
We can make him like
Yeah,
a
maybe that can be your bit. You just have like a lampshade on all the time.
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
A
He's
very,
ignoring. He's ignoring us now. He's like, I'm going to talk to my friends.
a very
Chuck just messaged me because like he just tuned in. He's going, "What's going on?"
Talking about the Suez Canal.
Yeah.
yeah. Leland, do you like lampshades?
I
No,
love lamp.
Like pointy ones
no,
that cover your face?
no,
How about luchador masks?
no.
Leland
would
doesn't
so
like
badass.
masks in
If I buy a
general because they
luchador
make
mask, would
people
you wear it?
more
No.
dumb.
Oh
What if we got one that said "Make America Great Again" on it?
No.
Really?
That would be ironic.
What
but
if
no.
we? What if we
Okay.
got one that that
You're
had
gonna
the
switch it
face
back
of
to
Donald
everybody
Trump
else.
on it,
No.
sewn into it,
No.
Right, and the lips could have like
Oh,
Made
yeah.
of
sequence
skin.
on them, and like
Yeah.
the eye.
like crossed golf clubs on the
Yeah.
forehead.
I don't like
Something like
masks. Period.
Don't like masks.
All right.
No.
So what happens when you're over there at your Leland house? I don't know where you live. And then like there's like a CBRN attack. Are you going to die or are you going to don your CBRN gear?
I don't have a CBRN gear.
Well, there you go. He's going to die.
So wait, what if they made like masks that like had like Trump written on them or like
No.
"Make America Great Again"?
No.
Okay.
It's just he's in no mode. We're not going to get him to do anything. We couldn't get him to bring his hat in here
Because he's a no.
on a bet.
Davis, you need to switch it over to everybody.
Because I don't want to lose the bet.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I just forgot.
I don't
it was
remember
on
what the
Patty
bet
Cam for a
was,
minute.
but
That was awesome.
All right. So we have any more thoughts on this?
Oh,
is,
to
no,
answer
is the
your-
Georgia bill? Is it racist? Is it
No,
oppressive?
it's not. Also, polling stations, here's my thing.
No,
Those
it's
poll
not.
workers, they're just out there doing poll stuff. And, like, we got to support them, okay? And all I'm saying is for your poll workers, like, next time you go to, like, a polling station, just tell them, like, thanks, bro.
you do know that polling stations aren't strip clubs, right?
Yeah. Like, I hope this pays for your veterinary
Got to support
school.
your polling station workers $1,
Yeah.
$1 at a time.
Yeah.
No, no,
Every
you don't. No, you don't. That was
vote
bad.
counts.
Bad, Mike. What were you saying, Alex?
Nice
I don't know.
microphone
I'm trying to-
spacing.
I'm trying to look it up right now, and just to catch up on what you guys are talking about.
All
Because
right.
I really haven't looked into that much, because that sounds like a Georgia problem.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it was something that was in the news, and it was something that I dug into because here on the show, we outside of Leland, we don't hold an ideology. We like to look at all the facts, and if something comes up and is immediately made into a racial issue, especially an issue where the words like oppression and suppression and coercion and that kind of stuff, I want to look into it.
Yeah.
Because the same people that are against this bill also were complaining that the Russians somehow affected our elections by using Facebook posts. So You know what I'm saying? There's kind of a
Hey man, don't underestimate the power of like weaponized autism.
Yeah.
well, I get it. I
Like,
get
it
it.
Have you
has, like,
seen
100%
Borat?
I get it. I get it. However,
legit thing.
to be fair, to be fair,
To be fair.
to live in a free society, there must be an expectation that an individual must exercise his or her own common sense and good judgment.
Yes.
And that if you legislate away their ability to do that, or if you get into a situation where you're controlling things through legislation to prevent people from using the full range of their good sense and common sense and good judgment, then that is taking away the individual sovereignty of that person. Now, there's another bill that's kind of sort of the same thing that's not being talked about, and that's H.R. 1, which is basically federalizing all elections.
Even state elections?
Yeah, basically taking the election process out of the states and making it a federal-run deal. I am totally against that.
Can we do a group boo?
Yeah, it's supposed to be the United States of America, not Federation States of America.
Exactly. Or
This is a constitutional republic.
exactly. Oh no, exactly. I'm totally.
Like-
But in that bill, have some of the same language in the Georgia bill about coercion and giving gifts to voters. And somebody made a good point today, and this is something that I didn't think of, but it makes sense. He asked, "What's the difference between a volunteer for a candidate at a polling station where there's a line that's beyond the 100 feet because they can't go within 100 feet. But say the line wraps around a building or gets away from whatever. What's the difference between that person grabbing a sack lunch and a water bottle with the candidate's name on it and handing it to a voter in line, and corporations giving millions of dollars to a PAC that's not being run by the candidate, but the candidate gets the money from that PAC? That's and I was like, that's a great question.
That's a great question.
It's literally the
Look,
same
if somebody
thing.
walked up to me with a Donald Trump water bottle and a Donald Trump sack lunch, I would say, I thought there's no such thing as a free sack lunch.
It would be a steak. First of all, it would
No,
be a
it
steak.
would
No, it would not.
It'd be
it would
a
be
hockey puck
It would be
steak,
green
alright?
bologna and an apple. That's what it would be. Okay.
Sounds
Gross.
awful.
It would be a Mickey.
That would
D's with
convince
a
me
burnt
to
steak
not
on it.
vote for that.
yeah,
candidate.
that would be lukewarm Mickey D's that have been sitting on a table for an hour. But
Hey,
anyway,
I mean,
Soggy pickles and everything.
but here's the thing.
But,
Even
yeah,
if somebody
it wouldn't-
walked up to you
it
and
wouldn't influence my vote.
exactly.
It wouldn't. I'd be like, oh, thank you. That was really considerate of you. And then I would drink the water and be like, man, I was really dehydrated. I'm still going to go vote for Joe Jorgens.
thanks for the
Exactly.
sando.
Thanks for
But,
the sando.
but I get what they're saying.
Yeah.
I get the premise of it,
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
fact that the wait times for voting, on average, in Georgia was 2 minutes. Here, there was no wait time.
No.
Of course, I vote early, but even on election day when there's a line, the
Yeah.
wait time's less than an hour.
I was there for 10 minutes. And 15 minutes. I spent 5 minutes talking to the guys getting petitions because I like signing petitions. And I like being like, what's your petition? You
Yeah,
know,
what's it about?
what's it about? tell me
We're
what
banning
it's for.
dihydrogen monoxide.
Dihydrogen
monoxide.
Actually,
We're against it.
you know,
Killer.
I don't know.
it's
that is.
funny that we're talking
Dihydrogen
about
monoxide?
this.
Dihydrogen monoxide.
Is that what Donald Trump was?
Dihydrogen monoxide.
Careful, you can drown. It could burn you.
Dihydrogen monoxide.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Anyway, hey, so I was gonna
You would
bring
not
up,
believe how many people don't get
there's
that.
a really good point that was brought up about ads
Well, I didn't learn about it from a fucking meme, Leland.
and packs and stuff.
I remember
Hey,
being
Mike's trying to say something. Go ahead, Mike.
I'm about to mute Leland again.
You got the power. I don't know why you're not using it.
Yeah, well, I wanted to be almost nice to see if he'd shut up, but he didn't. So
That was my fault. I interrupted.
I
you,
may
actually.
probate
mute him.
both of you. All right. So we're talking about political contributions and ads from super PACs and stuff. Like right now, like on Hulu, because I don't mind commercials, but I've been getting a shit ton, and I guess it's a group, like a PAC, that's been sponsored by Facebook and these big tech companies, and they're pissed because the government kind of wants to do some trust busting, and they're like, we shouldn't do that. This is bad for the American economy and the American people and a national security risk. Facebook shouldn't be broken up. Brought to you by Facebook and Google. Basically, that's all it is.
Well,
right?
and even when Mike Bloomberg was running, it was like every other ad, literally every ad on
dude,
Hulu
he
was-
bought Mike.
shit, dude.
$3 billion worth.
Yeah, he went and bought out meme pages, and they're like, paid by Michael Bloomberg, and everybody was like, "Wow, I'm unfollowing this page. You suck, nerd." And like it tanked meme pages that like I'm assuming. I mean, yeah, if I had a meme page that I basically ran for free and never got shit from, yeah, probably getting a whole $10,000 to $15,000 from Mike Bloomberg campaign. Probably pretty cool. And then you were like, cool, nuking it, starting another one that's going to be even worse. Like, I'm not going to lie. Financially, that's a pretty good choice. Douchey, yes.
Yeah, I don't even like it. Like to be like some chicken yoga pants and stuff like that, which is fine. It's whatever. But it's like the dumbest, most uncreative videos, and then you follow like the handle, and it's an OnlyFans model. And
Yeah.
it's just like, come on, man.
I'm like,
I'm here for
dude,
the memes.
I want to
Like-
see like hilarious memes right now about like step ship. What are you doing? As they're stuck in the Suez Canal. Not some hot chick saying step brother. Like, no. I want to see funny, not fannies.
There was a good video. I'm getting away from TikTok.
Good for
yeah,
you.
And there's
because
a-
it's owned by the Chineses.
And there's a better app that I found
I know you sent a link.
Grindr.
To it.
called Rizzle. Yeah. So called what? What do you say?
Named after a Muppet.
Did you say Grinder?
Yes.
Fuck you.
Mike, what's the app called again?
It's called Rizzle,
Get wrecked.
and it's more for promoting creators, like actual creators. Because what got me about TikTok is
You ever hear of
there's a
Tumblr?
Snapchat.
what finally got me about TikTok is, I've been on TikTok for a while, and I promote the show, and I put content up every day. I try to be funny. Sometimes I engage in political stuff, like this and other things, and it gets pretty toxic at times. But here's what gets me.
Yeah, especially when you unknowingly give the Communist Party all your information, your financial information.
Well,
Yeah.
All that stuff.
So anyway,
Ever see Red Dawn?
Yeah.
what gets me is there's a gal that makes hundreds of thousands of dollars on TikTok, and all she does is make silly faces to music, and she'll have 8 million views.
You gotta be shitting me.
That's it. I mean, nice gal. I'm glad she's doing well. I'm glad she's making all the cash. I mean, that's fine. That's great for her. But, I'm like, dude, I ain't even broke 10,000 people on this damn thing. And I'm, putting thought behind my content, trying to be funny. I did a whole thing
that's
about
the problem.
Mike's single guy dating tips,
You're
That I
making
thought
people
was
use
pretty
their.
funny.
You're making
Great.
people use their brain.
Yeah.
No, that's not even it. Is it that it's TikTok, man? It's not C-SPAN.
I mean, Mike, you
know,
do
you-
realize that the
I know,
highest
but
paid
but there's a-
person
You
on
could start,
YouTube is a child.
a weekly gazette on
Yeah,
Tumblr and rewrite
there's
the
anybody
whole
like
page. to
26 million a year or something like
hey,
that.
he was talking. Go ahead.
cater- Leland doesn't know that I get this reflex when I get interrupted a whole bunch where I just like black out and like just start jettisoning.
Go into
fists.
rage.
Blinding rage.
I've seen it before. It's not.
I mean, your
fun.
headphones work, right? Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Every time he
I'm
starts
working.
talking,
I'm working
start
on
doing
moving that.
No, that's okay.
Like-
sorry, I didn't mean to brush you with my toes. I was picking this.
I didn't mean to brush with my toes up
Erotically.
against the wall.
Look at him squint. He looks
So anyway, so Tumblr, you said.
Oh yeah, before like TikTok and even before Twitter took off, politically, it was all
Tumblr.
about Tumblr.
Tumblr.
Like you hashed it out on Tumblr. Also, you looked at NSFW because it was there.
Dude, Tumblr
But-
was lit.
was pretty
you
cool.
drug
But
across.
it was
Yeah.
pre TikTok, it was pre all of that, and it like got. It's funny because I don't think you would have like TikTok or this Razzle if it wasn't for the fact that Tumblr banned NSFW content off their platform because
Yeah.
there was this like huge exodus of people that went to, or even I
yeah.
said, OnlyFans. It was sorry, this whole cutting out thing's really fucking with my brain.
Yeah, like, Tumblr had to crawl before Vine in TikTok could
But-
actually walk.
There was also like a lot
Hey,
of
we're
political-
getting
you
we're
can
we're
get- you
we're
can-
getting some feedback somewhere.
What's that? Go
Hear
for it.
that?
Yeah, I hear it.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
I
Turn
don't
off
have
all the
headphones,
mics.
So I can't hear it. I'm immune to it.
There's this mine.
All right, so tell no, it's because your phone's sitting next to it. Would you stop banging shit on the desk?
Put
Good
your phone
Lord.
in your pocket.
You know that
Why
reverberates
does
up
your
through my
phone look
mic.
so sticky?
Even though I took the time to put a buffer on it. Every time you bang and slap stuff around, good Lord, you think this is the Shire?
I mean, well, he's
What
kind
were
of
you saying, Tumblr?
Oh, I was just saying that that was a place where you hashed it out with like the political left, even like the even further political left.
Yeah.
That's where
Like
you took
the progressive-
like boomers had Facebook and everything like that, and their dumbass memes. The progressive left had Tumblr, and it was fun. It was cool. But TikTok, man, nobody's on TikTok for that.
Well, there are a lot of political stuff on TikTok, and but the problem is,
Gotta go to TikTok to get my political blah blah blah.
no,
blah,
no, no,
blah.
no.
Yeah.
They, let me finish now. A lot of that's on TikTok, but it is very toxic.
Yeah.
Especially the race baiting and the guys that get on there and
Because it's
like
from the-
this and all it is they folks get on there and they take all the talking points like my friend here and they just spew them out in 60 seconds and then you really can't respond or you can't engage.
And that's what
Yeah.
what I was saying is that like even on Instagram, it's kind of like it's difficult to engage because you can't pull out all the perspectives. So it's easier for people to kind of be like, "Oh yeah, shut the fuck up. I'm going to stay in my." In my
in my
echo chamber,
bubble,
in
yeah,
my bubble,
yeah.
and you're whatever. I'm not going to listen to you and debate with you on Instagram, but I'm going to hold a political opinion about it. To its credit, Tumblr was actually a spot where you could actually, you would have the ability to write out paragraph after paragraph after paragraph.
Yeah. Well, kind of like
this is-
Reddit's like that too, though, isn't it?
Yeah, Reddit is like that too.
Yeah,
Yes.
except Reddit's not as hardcore.
Yeah, Reddit. Yeah,
And now, did 4chan and 8chan and all that kind of stuff they kind of use a Reddit format, don't they?
No.
yeah, like kind of like a
4chan
forum. Yeah, forum.
Yeah, like a forum.
Like
Yeah.
AR15.com. That's more like how Reddit is. Tumblr was more if you took Reddit and MySpace and put
Yeah,
it together.
basically.
And
Got
you
it,
can like
got it, got
write
it.
your own. You can
And
create your own page.
Yeah.
With with
Whatever you
code,
want.
with code.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Like there was like 10, 11, 12-year-olds writing code before they even know that they can make 6 figures a year writing code. And that wasn't something that I feel like, the older generations that were teaching these kids, and, my generation when we were in middle school and high school and writing code for our own MySpaces and Tumblrs, that wasn't like captured onto. And it's like, oh, dude, are you good at that? Is that what you want to do? Because you can make like 6
Yeah,
figures
'cause
a year doing that.
you can,
you just did that for fun in a weekend.
Yeah.
So
Wait, you
not-
can make
not-
6 figures a year posting on Tumblr. At least. it
Oh,
used
that's
to be.
why your battery's going dead.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, go
no,
change your
you can
battery
make
out.
6 figures a year if you actually pay attention when people fucking talk. But
Like writing code. Writing code. The code.
It is a problem you have, Leland.
Going-
Is that you just start spewing when people are in the middle of sentences. You do it to me and everybody. It's okay. Just work on it.
oh, if I'm going to sit right here, you and I are going. Pop, 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 pop. That's just going to how it's going to be.
Yeah.
I'm not in there anymore, so I'm like right here. Right here.
Great.
We can smell each other.
Gross.
Which means
You can smell yourself more than you can smell me. I can guarantee you that. I'm sorry. I'm just fucking with you. Do we have batteries?
Yeah.
for this
Do we have
guy?
batteries for this thing?
Is
What
it
kind of batteries?
the AA? There should be a package, the big package in there somewhere.
I got a big package right
I'm
here.
sorry. I walked into that one. I walked right into that one.
Nice.
Well, why don't you put Patty to work and have him try to find some?
Patty's busy right now.
No,
Yeah, I'm
Patty's in
comfy.
there scratching his ball sack.
Patty, find daddy's
Whoa.
big package.
How dare you say
So
that?
anyway,
that's a lot of work.
So I ran across Rizzle and the comedy troupe, the Mad Circus.
Mad Circus.
They started posting our videos on Rizzle, and we're all up to over 150,000 engagements.
Hey, nice.
So I got on Rizzle. Now I just started today, and I'm going to start putting content up there. But it also it
Where are these batteries allegedly at?
check in the top left drawer.
Okay,
Maybe.
hold on. Stand by. Keep talking.
So, and from what I have to get in and really kind of mess with it some more. But what I can gather from it is that it's more for actual creators that put some time into a 60-second clip with editing and sound effects and effects, and it's I haven't ran across any political stuff, but
Yeah.
I've ran a lot of short stories. Yeah, and it's out of New York. So
I'm saying
it's
that
America.
it's new.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember when TikTok first came about, it was a lot of creators were using it because it did have really cool effects
Yeah.
and stuff like that before it became a platform for political echo chambers. And that's essentially what it is. Like, I recognize that
And I think Rizzle
in my experiences, and in which my perceptions, Liberty Twitter, like every time I get on Twitter, it's all libertarian stuff. And it's not that I don't like libertarian stuff. It's just like, dude, I don't remember. I mean, I'm into other things, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, that's the algorithm. The algorithms.
That's the algorithms. But the algorithms are there, and the people are, but it's still posts. It's still people's posts.
Yeah.
So like TikTok, when the algorithms start going there, you start.
Well, I've been able to get away from especially the racial stuff. Because there's just no talking to some people. But what I do is
people on TikTok about it.
Well, yeah. Well, there's just some people they want to believe that.
Yeah.
And what I don't get, especially with the race thing, is that, and of course, of course, the whole thing will come back as, well, you're white, you'll never understand. You're right. I'll never understand what it is to be anything other than a German Norwegian who was born in America. From Michigan, that's middle class.
Right?
That's my experience. So, but see, that doesn't have anything to do with how I treat my fellow man, other than the way that I was raised to treat everybody the same.
No,
until they are assholes, and then we treat them like shit. But I and I noticed this in the Army. That when I went into Fort Sill to go to basic training, coming from Petoskey, Michigan, where there was maybe 3 black people that were crazy enough to live up there in that frigid cold, that I had contact with, who I knew, to the entire training battery, outside of 4 people were black. That was it. Within 3 months after graduation, I'm in Fort Sill, and I went through a training cycle with the New York National Guard.
Okay.
Brooklyn. So these are all black Puerto Ricans and black. So
Afro Puerto Ricans.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, but here's the point. I'm white. I'm about as white as I don't have. I'm not one of these guys like, I'm 2016th of Cherokee. So I'm not. I'm not.
Leland.
As a matter of fact, my ancestors fought in the 7th Cavalry, if you saw where that went. If anybody knows about the 7th Cavalry.
Hold on.
Why don't you educate our audience about the 7th Cavalry?
Hold on.
Gary Owen.
I want to try this real quick. Give me a second.
That was very loud.
Is that Little Wayne?
No,
Little John?
it said okay, Boomer. I'm trying to find a different one.
So anyway, but what never crossed my mind when I went to basic training is that the folks that I was in basic training with were any different than me, other than, they were from Brooklyn and I was from Michigan.
So they teach you how to play stickball?
It wasn't, no. See, that's the type
Oh
of
my
things I didn't
God,
think
Leland.
about. I didn't think about that stuff.
You are horrible.
We were all getting woke up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. We were all getting dusted out in the
How's
sand
it
pit.
racist? It's if you're from Brooklyn,
all-
you know how to play stickball.
We were all
Doesn't matter what your race you
because
are.
I went to basic training to play fucking stickball. Come on, man.
No, but when you became
we were
friends
all-
with the guys,
we were all
though.
getting dusted. We were all having to get punished for stupid shit, and then we got through it together. But not at no time did I walk around like, well, I don't know what to say because this guy's black.
Yeah.
It never crossed my
Leland.
mind. So I don't have an experience, I guess, that some folks have. and hopefully I raised you and Vicky the same way, is that you treat people the same.
I grew up, yeah. No.
You know, and if they're assholes, they're assholes. Right now, there's a guy on my route, and I'm not going to say, you know, where I work or anything, but I have a route where I have an interaction with a gentleman who incidentally works at one of these hotels that Austin bought for the homeless. So that's part of my route. So I went in the first time, and I have to check in with the desk clerk, make sure everything's okay. And he says, "Hey, man, get the fuck out of here." I'm like, "Are you joking?" He goes, "No, I don't need you to come in here." I'm like, "Well, you know, I'm sorry, I have to. It's part of my job." I said, "Well, you just stay outside." Well, he doesn't like white people. And he's black. So I'm not going to say that I'm oppressed by that. That's his choice. He's just an asshole. Now, am I going to treat him different than I'm going to treat somebody else? Yes, because he doesn't like me. Am I going to get all butthurt that he doesn't like me because of the uniform I wear and the color of my skin? No. Because once I leave that building and get back in my car and drive away, he no longer has any effect over me whatsoever. I interact with him less than 3 minutes once a week. So that's not going to be dictating how I perceive anything from there. Now, and maybe just me, I don't know. But going through my life the way I have, and actually getting into situations where I was passed over because of the color of my skin, because of, what do they call it? Dang it.
Affirmative action.
Affirmative action in the military. Because of that. You know, I didn't sit back and say, well, you know, I'm oppressed. I was pissed off about it, especially since I trained most of the guys, and they were kind of pissed off about it. It's like, how come you're not getting promoted? But that's one of the reasons I left the Army. It's like, I just changed my situation. I went out and made more money, and then less money because I got laid off, and then more money, and then less money. You know, as I went through jobs in the high tech in the 90s, that's what you did. You got laid off and did other stuff. But I guess I don't understand how energy can be, how anybody can use the energy to try to find a way to be a victim. I just can't. And I'd like to help other people not be victims.
I would too.
And I would like it, and so that's why there's 589 days to the next voting cycle. If you feel that because of your race you are being suppressed in some way, go fix it. Go help other people fix it. Get an ID card. Get registered to vote. You have 589 days, and then go vote. And I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. You vote for whoever you want to vote for. But don't sit back a week out from election day saying, I can't vote because I don't have a voter ID. Like it just snuck up on you and surprised you.
No, that sort of ignorance to what's going on is, I mean, you can place blame on the public education system for doing away with civics, right? All right. So one thing that Obama,
well, social studies and period, really,
and shop
you
class.
still have social studies. We still have social studies, but it's very like whitewashed.
Slanted. Yeah.
It's very whitewashed and, you know, quick. Here's your 45 minutes of class. Get the fuck out. You know, and not to say that that's how my teachers were. It's just like that's the curriculum that they're bound to. Like,
yeah, and that's the time and everything else. Yeah,
I loved my history teachers. I really did, and you know, I felt sorry for that. We couldn't go into deeper subjects because they were bound by the curriculum. I had one history teacher that was like, "I'm going to go a little wild with it."
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a little.
That was
bit more
Coach.
creative. That was Mr. J.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess he was a coach.
It's one of the things on the bucket list. I want to go see the various Smithsonian museums.
What?
But
The various Smithsonian museums.
Okay, staying on topic.
It's 2021.
Yeah.
Technology and the access to information is far different than you shit. But me.
I had the Encyclopedia Britannica that was updated every year.
Back in the day, you're like,
Thank you, sir.
Execute Order 66.
yeah.
What have we done? What have we
You found a
done?
soundboard.
They don't know what the Smithsonian is.
The only thing I'd say, Mike, is turn that.
wasn't a soundboard.
turn that soundboard down a little bit because it's very, very loud. It's distortingly loud.
That's the best part.
It takes away from the funny when it's barely hear it.
But
He found a soundboard. We are in trouble, my man.
Like you said, you got 589 days, plenty of time. You can do it all online now.
Yep, pretty much.
You know, if you can find somebody to help you, and I mean, maybe it's just we also have to normalize asking for help.
Absolutely. I mean,
There's a lot of things that need to be normalized.
well, I mean, there's people
in a constructive and solutionary way.
People get on Facebook every day and ask for help. I need my lawn done. Does anybody have this? If anybody ever came across my feed that I'm close to and says, look, I need a ride to go register to vote, or I need a ride to go vote.
Yeah.
You offered it on the show.
I offered it on the show. I gave 2 people rides to go vote from our VA.
Yeah.
From my American Legion group.
No, and that's awesome. That I mean, you've
That's
done,
what we need
you've
to
done,
do.
You've gone further than just thinking about yourself, thinking about your vote, and thinking about how you want to go. Your vision of the country, and you subscribe to a sense of civic nationalism, and you said, let's do this together. I don't care who you vote for.
Yeah, I mean, one of the guys was in a wheel.
But the difference is now we're in this, and it's not so much of a difference, but you can understand the tension, right? Yeah. It's not like when
We can hear you in there.
I'm trying to figure
when
out
Obama and McCain ran, right? And McCain stood up, against the kind of like he's a Muslim, he's going to make us.
Yeah, he did. He did.
You don't have that now. In this last election in 2016, it was, it's like the pendulum got pulled further. I talk about the pendulum a lot.
Yeah.
It's like every time it swings across, the other side just has to pull a little bit further. Right, but the pendulum keeps dropping and dropping, and who's at the bottom? Us. And eventually, dude, goddamn, eventually it's gonna get
crazy.
It's gonna get too much. And
I
don't want to go on this ADD rant and this tangent of different points, but
from my experience, in 2022, the House and Senate are gonna flip.
Yeah,
hardcore flip. Same thing that happened when
50 seats, probably.
Clinton was elected in 94, 96 elections.
No, he was elected in 92.
Or 92, and it was 94 midterms. It flipped. And when then Bush was elected, had the House and Senate for his first term.
Actually, Bush was the
fuck up.
Bush was the outliner. He actually gained seats in his midterm. He only lost them in the 2006.
But eventually, the House and Senate flipped.
After he was reelected, yes.
So it goes back and forth. And through my entire lifetime, all the way back till I can remember, back to Nixon, all the way up through Carter, who was worse than he's a great guy. Don't get me wrong. Carter was a great guy. Horrible president.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrible president. So, and Obama had the House and Senate, and then he lost it. And it just goes back and forth, and they just pass the power back and forth. And in the meantime, what I think is happening now, though, more than ever, is this divide that we get caught up in as electors, as voters, with the 4 pillars of propaganda. And I've talked about these 4 pillars of propaganda. You know what the 4 pillars of propaganda are? Tell me what they are.
Why don't you tell us?
What are they, Alex?
Go for it. I don't know.
Race.
I'll admit it.
Race.
Gender.
Children. And wealth.
I was going to say socioeconomic.
Those are the 4 great divides. If you look at anything that comes across the news, throw it through that filter. And if whatever filter is being used to push a narrative, those are the 4 pillars. Everything else is built on those 4 pillars. Everything. And it's all meant to divide. While the 2 parties that say they're so different aren't really all that different.
No, they're not. That's what's crazy. I was going to bring that up.
It's nuts.
You elect, not you, but I don't see how people couldn't, before Biden was confirmed the nominee, before Harris was confirmed the VP, I don't see how people could not go back and do the research. And, you know, we talk about systemic racism, which I mean, I think it's an unintended consequence.
Yeah.
But it exists. It's an unintended consequence
Because
and
people-
it exists, and it should be addressed. But the godfather of that, the godfather of the systemic racism, is fucking Joe Biden in his '94 crime bill. He brags about it. Shut up, Kelly. Fucker. He brags about it.
Let's look
Kamala Harris.
at Kamala's. Yeah.
And I don't understand how, like,
She admits she smokes a bunch of weed when she was in college, and then she was one of the main
Okay.
prosecutors in
Thank you.
California.
Shut Thank you for the talking points, Leland. Go ahead and finish, Alex.
You didn't let me finish. No.
Well, they're talking points.
No, go ahead.
Well, she was one of the main people that locked
I
up.
know, that's a talking point.
Hold on. Let me go get my Tucker Carlson, costume cosplay, and I'll stick
I
my
see where
hand
Al-
up Leland's
Hold-
ass,
hold
and
on.
then he can talk.
I see where Alex is going with this. And see, when you have people in power, and there's always a core group of people that are in power on both sides of the aisle. Yeah. Core people. The Pelosi's and the Schumers and all those guys.
They're like 75
they're
years
the core.
old. Yeah.
They're the core. Then you got the freshman folks that come in and they get pushed in and out. They're the ones that ain't quite buying into it. So they get rid of them.
Yeah.
AOC is there for one reason, because she is a distraction. And that distraction allows for the core group to keep their power. So they're gonna keep her around just long enough to where she wears out her welcome. Then they're gonna bounce her. But I
does
found
take him to task.
she does. But see, that's the thing. But she also is a distraction. So even though, and I've watched a bunch of her stuff,
Yeah.
and when she was on that hearing where she was talking about candidates running for political office, because the candidate she beat was extremely rich, she was not.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of like
She was a bartender.
How
yeah.
the hell did this happen? And there's nothing wrong with bartenders being in political office. And I don't have anything wrong with her per se, other than that she kind of needs to educate herself on civics. But there's a lot of things like I think I know what you're talking about, where she held that guy to task, and it was awesome. Yeah. It was amazing. I was like, hell yeah, that's exactly what needs to be said. But because she's saying that, I don't think she's going to be around long.
No, and it would be really unfortunate to because obviously she's a junior congressman, so it's,
Yeah, you got to get through one term.
I don't want to say
She's
cut her some
on her
slack,
second
but,
term.
I've grown a lot in the last
It's a
10
6-year
years.
term
2-year term.
for the House of Representatives.
House of Representatives every 2 years. It's the senators that are 6 years.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah, you're right.
thank you.
I'm brushed up on my civics.
Well, if she's only going to be in there for 2 years, well then fuck.
Well,
sorry.
she's in her second term,
Okay.
so but see, we need more people like that. I don't agree with everything she says. I don't.
No. That's what,
Yeah.
But I don't have to.
I like Justin Amash. It really bums me out that Justin Amash. He didn't run again.
How
but
about Tulsi?
He was a really good candidate that actually I've followed since I've graduated high school. Him, the Liberty Caucus, which I'm disappointed in Rand Paul. I really am.
I am too.
It's just like, man, you were in a great opportunity, and you played the game,
Yeah.
and I think it's going to cost him.
Well,
eventually.
Not
but
actually.
I think it gets to a point
no, no.
where holding on to a seat becomes more important than the reason you're there, which is why I think we should have term limits.
Yeah.
Because a
And
term
so
limit.
so does AOC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it takes, and that's the one thing her and Cruz actually agree to.
Yeah.
But then she goes off like, "Well, you tried to have me killed. Nobody tried to have anybody killed."
I know.
Okay,
Cruz is kind
that
of
was the
cocky, so.
worst uprising ever. I mean, it was horrible. But anyway,
I mean, it wasn't bad.
That aside, it was entertaining as hell. And I'm
wasn't-
sorry
I mean-
somebody lost their life, and the police officers that lost their lives, and that one lady that got her,
Shot in the neck.
coconut popped. It's that kind of stuff is a tragedy in itself, but the way it's been politicized, I think, is another tool that's been used to divide us. Here's the power of propaganda.
I think what they did was wrong, and then they should face the
Oh,
charges that they should
absolutely,
have to face.
absolutely. No. I mean,
That's a lot of damage.
I mean, if you were part of that and went into the building and destroyed stuff and was just being a dick, then yeah, absolutely.
You're lucky
You
because
sh-
they could have
They could have just mowed everybody
Could have
down.
just beat the absolute shit out of you.
Well,
There's
yeah.
there's an internal investigation about that. Like, why was the National Guard brought in faster?
Mm-hmm.
Why was and I think, like you said, I think there was some. I think they allowed it to happen. I think they made it easy for it to happen.
And I believe there was
They didn't mitigate.
And I believe there was instigators with an agenda that kind of pushed it to a point where it.
Yeah, there's acceleration.
where it
That's why I don't
becomes-
go to
where-
those things anymore, because there's like
Yeah.
always some asshole that's going to try to like.
And then
This is it, 1776 too. Oh.
and then it turns into the mob mentality. And once you lose control of the mob, now
If you didn't see what was going on and say, fuck that. I got a family, I got kids, I got property.
I'm
get
out.
the fuck out of
Yep.
here.
You know what?
You're an idiot.
I'm all about
you
parking.
deserve to be hunted down. Like the
I'm all
dog
about
you
parking
got.
outside and voicing my opinion as
Yeah.
as is my right to the Constitution. But I'm not going to be busting down anything. You guys have your. But think about this. This is how propaganda works and how conditioning the mind works. When you look at a history book, well, let's just take the Civil War, because that was pretty divisive, I think. And you open it up to a battle map. Who is blue and who is red? The Union is blue,
Yeah.
and the bad guys, Confederates, red, right? When
Yeah, there's
gangs,
Johnny Red, right?
when the gangs came out in New York in the 80s, when the crack epidemic hit, you had the Bloods and the Crips.
yeah.
Did you know?
I thought the Crips were from
Do you-
the
do you-
West Coast.
Well, they're both from L.A. They're just two rival gangs in LA.
Oh, okay. So
So, but
There's
but
different
here's
gangs
but
in
here's
New York.
but here's the thing. The Bloods, of course, were red, but the Crips were black until the media got a hold of it and changed it to blue, red, and blue.
Coca-Cola and Pepsi.
Halo.
Coca-Cola and Pepsi, red and
versus
blue.
blue.
Halo.
And now you have the political arena, and this is recent. This red and blue stuff.
2000.
This has been pretty recent. I mean, they've always used kind of colors and stuff like that.
In fact, Reagan
But
was
they-
actually blue. Yeah.
Holy cow! Right in the wait
Yeah.
for the period, and then. But the colors kind of traded back and forth. So in the 70s, when they had the maps up there, it was kind of like, it didn't. Republicans were sometimes they were blue, sometimes they were red. Gold was always the third party or an independent or whatever. But it wasn't until exactly. It wasn't until, like Leon said, 2000 that it was normalized to
Red versus
red
blue.
versus blue.
That is a very interesting.
And that separate, and that's a psychology to that, because if you go back to World War II, to Nazi Germany, what was the color of the opposition to the Nazi Party?
Red?
Blue.
I don't know.
And the communists, the Red
Opposition to the
Scare.
Nazi Party?
Blue.
Blue.
The Nazi Party was red and black.
Well, yeah, they were like the German Imperial,
And then, of course, the Cold
Gosh,
War,
yeah.
blue was
the NATO.
red.
The communists, Red Scare.
Simulation, man. It's all simulation.
So understand that anytime anything's broken down into two colors, that's by design, and it's for division. It's not for unity. There's nothing to unify that together. So
do you think that there's any correlation with 3D glasses?
It's kind of a green, not really a blue.
I kind of like the way you're thinking.
I'm just.
All right, let's take a break. We got some Mad Circus. You got Mad Circus pulled up? Go to YouTube, type in Mad Circus Comedy.
Any episodes of Dawn of the Dude?
Oh yeah, and then we got the last episode of Don. Go to Fairy Godmother Ninja.
All right, hold on. I'm going over there.
Let's do Dawn of the Dude, and then right after that we'll do a Mad Circus.
All right.
What's an Osseo? CTX baseball. CTX is that? That's
CT.
no CTX baseball. That's your roommate, Chuck.
Oh.
Chuck Licata. I don't know what Osseo is. And you don't have to do anything because it's all in the same channel as far as the videos.
All right, so it'd be the last one, Operation Thin Mint. That's hold on. Never mind.
Look at the date at which it was uploaded.
I think the last one
was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's The guy with the beard or the beak.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to play the first one? Run through them again?
Oh, you might as well. Yeah.
I'm already here.
Let's just go to the first one. Go to the first one.
All right.
No, if you're already there, just go ahead and do that one.
No, don't let him off the hook.
Wait,
Go back there and work, man.
Shut up!
I'm sorry.
All right, let's go to the first episode.
Hold on. Give me a second. I'm trying
All
to
right, give
pull
you a
that
second.
up.
It's your
Good
janky ass
Lord.
Roadrunner internet.
Yeah.
Roadrunner, man, that's a callback, man. Remember the email? maspenlighter@rr. It's like, holy cow. I went back and tried to find that. They still have that server, but I don't
Yeah, it
know
makes sense.
but I
Somebody
don't
has
know
your
my
old-
password. All right, we ready? Got the first one up?
All right. It's spooling. Give me a second here.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get into I don't know if you want to stick around for the Final Four, NCAA.
Yeah, I want to be. Petty been waiting to say terrible things.
Man, what the hell?
Yeah, Davis and I have been
Sports
bored
is his kryptonite, man.
here.
All right, man. We'll be right back. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Radio Man Cave, and you are on the air.
Day one of quarantine. No sweat. I can just chill at home. Watch some Netflix. No worries. Society has collapsed into anarchy. Things are not going well.
Door closed.
Day one of quarantine. No sweat. The bombings and killings have stopped. Netflix is back up. This is the roommate. He's a nice guy, mostly. He doesn't cover his food when he microwaves it, so it makes a mess. And I'm always cleaning it up. But otherwise, he's an okay guy.
Did you find whatever you were looking for? Cat food. Great. Oh, the show is great.
Yeah, man, it's pretty good. I'm pretty into it.
How far are you? It doesn't matter. The twist is actually the best part. It's the little girl. She's the killer. You never see it coming. It's so great.
There are 12 episodes left. It's fine.
It's not like a big revealer. Listen, it's my bad. It's not like I ruined the ending. I didn't tell you that the main guy dies. He does, but spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Yes, I heard you.
So the pate mixed grill is not bad. Have you tried this one yet?
Yeah, I did. It's pretty good.
You want some?
No, I'm not hungry, but thank you.
Anyway, I'm gonna go to my room.
Hey, Rumi, did you eat all my Doritos?
Huh?
I said, did you eat all my Doritos?
Oh, yes, Doritos. Yes, I ate those.
I just bought these like yesterday, man, and I didn't have any. You just left me Dorito dust.
Be an adult.
Be an adult? What does that even mean?
You want cat food?
No, I don't want any cat food, thanks anyway.
Got 2.
Yeah. No, it's cool, thanks, man. It's
Said tuna?
No, I don't want any tuna.
2? 2 tuna?
No, I'm good.
2? How many? Whitefish?
Won't have to worry about cleaning up the microwave anymore. Oh, shit. Tomorrow's the 1st. Should have waited until he paid rent.
What about the tuna?
No, I don't want the tuna or the whitefish.
It's ocean whitefish.
Isn't that tuna?
But tuna dinner. No, there was no name on it. Just Doritos.
You just next time you go out,
You can have some of my cat food.
I don't thank you. I'm good off the cat food for a while. I think it's starting to fuck up my stomach or something. So just when you go out, can you get me some more Doritos?
Have you had the whitefish?
Yeah, I had the whitefish.
Tuna dinner?
Yeah, I've had the whitefish and the tuna dinner and the mixed grill. I'm good off of that.
Have you had the mixed grill?
Yeah. God damn it.
I've got 1 ocean whitefish and 2 tuna dinner.
I always thought whitefish was tuna. I've never. Why is that a thing? Is that really a different fish?
No, ocean whitefish.
Right. I'm good. It's fine.
So 2?
No.
Can I have the dust? Can I have the dust? Can I have the dust? So you want it like my butt next to his face, right?
Yeah, on top of his face.
Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Sorry, Zach.
No, go for it.
All right, and we're back.
And we're back. Welcome back to the show. I'm Mike Allen. That was some video from Mad Circus Comedy. Mad Circus Comedy, Dawn of the Dude, and Fire Tugger. Their links are all in the description of this show. Make sure you go to their channels, subscribe, and subscribe this channel too, and share it. Let's get some more people in on the fun.
Oh, yeah.
Let's.
Hey, before we do something, I need to try something out because I found it, and it's amazing. And I need to see. Hey, Patty, come here. I need you to put this in your ear hole. All right, let's see how this sounds. You guys have no input because you suck.
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's meant to go.
I am so going to use that all the time now.
All right. Again, could you please turn that down?
How do I turn it down?
Where are you playing it?
The soundboard thing. From the computer.
Turn
on the slider. Just take the slider down on the main console.
Okay, so gotcha. So does this sound better?
So you see the tiles in between the two screens,
Yeah.
and then you see when people would talk.
Okay.
So Elite.
Well, no. You don't turn it down on the main one. Turn it down on the mixer.
That's on the board. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Next person in the other
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, you should feel bad.
Joe, go to the YouTube channel
This
so
is
you can
about
pick.
to be so much better.
So we're going to finish here. All right, here we go. We are down to the
Elite Eight.
All right, so I have the list here. I don't know who actually won games because I was busy all week.
Oh, this isn't updated.
You're not updated. Yeah. So
Yeah, apparently all these sports sites, they don't update the brackets this year for some stupid ass reason.
cool. That's just wonderful.
That's not true. So get your brackets out. We're down to the Elite Eight. I just need the bracket, guys. Just the bracket. Just show me the bracket. I just want the bracket.
Bonk.
Yeah, see, none of these are updated.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay, so apparently the Elite Eight are Gonzaga,
All right,
Baylor, Michigan,
so-
Southern Cal, USC,
Hold
Houston,
on.
Arkansas, and Oregon State.
Oh my God! I said hold on for like 2 seconds. So I
I
could start
know,
mugging
man.
The thing. All right. So Gonzaga, Crichton, who won?
Gonzaga.
Okay. So Dumbask.
That can't be right because you didn't say Michigan, and Michigan's in the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
I did say it's just Gonzaga, Baylor, Michigan, Southern Cal.
Oh, Michigan. Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna go by the list of which we picked them. Between Gonzaga and Crichton, Dumbask is the only one who picked Crichton.
It's a Red Dwarf. What can I say?
So Michigan and FSU obviously was Michigan.
Yeah,
So
Michigan.
Randy and Chuck picked FSU, which was a very Lelandy choice. Now between Bama and
Did you say that was a very
UCLA
Leland choice?
Yes, I did.
Oh my God! That's
Who won
amazing.
between Bama?
UCLA won.
UCLA? won.
Okay, so whoever picked Bama, which was Leland and Randy, also another very Leland choice. So then we go to Houston and Syracuse. Yeah,
Houston and Syracuse.
I think I picked Houston.
Houston beat Syracuse 62-46.
So Houston won?
Yes.
Man, I made a Leland choice.
Oh man, I made a Leland choice.
Yeah.
I think
picked
I
Syracuse.
actually picked Houston. So
yes,
there
you
go.
did. Okay, and we're continuing to Chirac versus Oregon, the whale blower uppers.
Oregon won 60.
I think I picked Oregon.
Yeah, I picked Chicago because
You picked a very Davisy choice.
I picked a
Congrat-
Lelandy choice. Okay,
No, because I picked Oregon.
you did what?
I picked Oregon. I didn't pick Chirac.
No, you.
Nope.
I picked Oregon.
Nope.
Be sure.
Number 1 Baylor knocking off number 5.
Sorry.
All right.
So the Elite Eight.
Right. So now we're picking between which teams. Let me start writing these down.
I don't. Goddamn. Just where's
Oh,
the
dude.
frickin' bracket,
Oh
man?
yeah, Baylor and Villanova. I forgot we picked that one too.
I picked Baylor.
Okay. And then who won?
Baylor.
Okay. So Chuck with the Leland choice.
Nobody has just the bracket that I can just look at.
And then
Entire bracket on my phone.
What page?
I just typed it in Elite 8 2021 and it popped up. I clicked bracket.
Let's see here.
So just tell me what you need and I can give it to you.
Hey, why aren't you talking to a microphone there?
yeah, Patty, talking to a microphone.
I am talking into the microphone.
Well, I can't hear you.
Is my mic on?
No, turn it on. You probably have it off. It is on. Dude, it says.
Is it on now?
My boys.
Okay.
My boys. My boys.
Alrighty.
All right, here it is.
So
Okay.
the next one. Hold on. So we already said Villanova and
Baylor.
Baylor. So the next one is between Stephanie and Arkansas.
Arkansas beat Oral Roberts 72-70.
Hold on. Right now, Baylor and Arkansas are playing. It's in the second quarter, and Baylor is taking them to task.
Okay.
I was going to say Baylor.
So let's just give everybody Baylor.
All right. So now we got to do. So we're gonna do the first one is Baylor and whom?
Arkansas.
And
Baylor in Cousin County.
And Baylor's winning big.
Well, I was going to take Baylor anyway.
And Houston already defeated Oregon State 67-61.
So it's going to be a Texas team in the final two.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
What have we done?
so good. All right. So
Okay, so the only two games we really have to pick are tomorrow because today Baylor's going to win and
Houston won.
Houston already beat the
So,
snot out of Oregon.
Number 6 USC against number 1
Gonzaga. I'm going to go ahead and take USC in the upset.
Okay. First of all, you're wrong.
I'm going to pick Gonzaga.
Only I'm allowed two.
No, you.
Yeah. Yeah. Long yeah.
Let's see. If anybody's watching, wants to get in on these picks, the two games we're going to pick are the Michigan game and the Gonzaga game.
All right,
so
who's Michigan playing?
UCLA and Michigan.
Pick of Michigan.
Okay, so
UCLA has beaten.
UCLA
They
knocked
beat
off
number 6
2
BYU. They upset number 6 BYU in the first round. They took care of ACU, which upset Texas in the first round, and they upset number 2 Alabama, 88-78. So they're on an upset streak right now of kicking the snot out of teams they should be kicking out. Michigan was ranked number 1 and has handled everybody pretty. See, Michigan beat Texas Southern 82-66, LSU 86-78, and Florida State 76-58. So they're on a roll. But you know who I'm going to pick.
I'll pick Michigan too. There's something to cheer about in that state.
So I'm going to do the opposite, and I'm picking UCLA because you didn't want to pick Gonzaga like some sort of uncultured swine.
Chuck, got a pick? Pick it up.
All right, Leland, who are you picking, USC or Gonzaga?
I'm picking Gonzaga.
Okay. Patty?
I'm going to take Michigan.
Wrong bracket.
Oh, my God.
And I'm going to take USC over Gonzaga.
So USC beat number 11 Drake 72-56. They upset number 3 Kansas 85-51, and they just took Oregon out to the woodshed and creamed them 82-68. USC
Hold on.
Gonzaga.
Hold on. Roll that back. They took him out to the woodshed and creamed him?
Yeah, well,
my.
I got my things mixed up. Anyway, Gonzaga started out with that powerhouse out of Norfolk and beat them 98-55. Then they took Oklahoma out to the woodshed and beat them 87-71, and then took care of upstart Creighton, who's on an upset streak. They beat them 83-65. So we got two really good teams. Number 1 Gonzaga and number 6 USC. And Baylor's already going to win, and Houston's already in. So,
all right. So
now
everybody shut up. Now, USC, Gonzaga, who are your picks? I already have.
I got USC
Mike's,
in the upset.
And I got Patty's, and I got Leland's.
I got
and
USC.
I have mine. So I need everybody else's picks.
Nobody else is picking.
Okay, so no Chuck. And
No Chuck.
Randy.
No Chuck. No Randy. Randy, I don't think showed up.
Okay, Patty, who do you pick, Michigan or UCLA?
Michigan.
Oh, my God, you guys are all stupid.
Michigan.
And then Leland's just jumping on the bandwagon.
Yeah, of course he is.
Bandwagon jumper. All right, so my final four is going to be Michigan, USC, Baylor,
Oh,
Am I supposed to be writing this down?
and Houston. Yeah.
Okay, so your
Houston
final
already
four-
won, so
Well, Houston and Baylor are already in. So Houston and Baylor are in.
Baylor hasn't won yet.
Oh, they're kicking the shit out of them, dude.
They're up. They were up by 4 last I checked. That's not kicking the shit out of
Now
them.
they're up by 9.
All right, so your final four are
Baylor
okay.
and Houston, because Houston already won. So give everybody Houston. Michigan and USC.
I think Houston's going to win it all, to be honest with you.
Are they?
I think so.
Are they for sure?
Very Lelandy choice.
Yeah, that's a very.
I think it's going to be Michigan and Houston in the finals, and I think Houston's going to win it.
Shame. Shame.
I love it.
All right, so Patty, your final four.
My final four are going to be Houston, Baylor, Michigan, and USC.
Okay. My final four will be, since Houston won.
Yeah, give everybody Houston.
Okay, and then it's Baylor against two, Arkansas.
Yeah, and they're up by 9.
We're gonna go with Arkansas.
with 4 minutes left.
Yeah, they got this. Whatever. It's basketball. You could score like 8 million points in like 2 seconds. All right.
Okay.
And then obviously Gonzaga, because they're way better than Michigan in every way, shape, and form. We have 100% more ocean. Suck it, Great Lakes. And then the UCLA. And then that's it.
Okay, so your final four are Michigan.
No.
So your final four are UCLA, Gonzaga, Arkansas, and Houston.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then now
The
we
championship game
we need Leland's.
for me.
Okay, mine is Baylor, Houston, Michigan, and Gonzaga.
Baylor, Houston, Michigan.
And in the championship game, it's going to be Michigan, Houston, and I think Houston's going to win it all.
We weren't pulling championship games.
Yeah, we are because it's before next Monday.
Oh. I'm so going to use the goose sound effect a lot now.
So I've got Michigan and Baylor in the national championship.
Okay.
Of course, you're going to pick Michigan.
And Michigan's going to win it all.
Mish,
Suck it, Ohio State. Can't even get out of the first
Baylor.
round.
Mish. All right, Patty, who do you choose?
I say it's going to go down between Michigan and Baylor wins it all.
Mish,
You are dead to me.
Baylor,
Suck it, Michigan.
You are dead to me.
Baylor. All right. Now for mine. It's gonna be Gonzaga. It's not even possible for them to play UCLA until the final one, isn't it?
No.
No.
Okay. So it's gonna be them and Houston, and the Bulldogs are gonna win it because they're way better. They have the power of God. Because, they're like a Catholic school and stuff.
All right, well, there you have it, folks, for those of you watching. If you would like to leave a comment on today's show of your picks, we'll make sure to add them, or you can just look me up on Facebook, and we'll add you to the mix. I think who do I owe the bar? Well, John Deba won the fantasy football. We're still... John Debo won the barbecue plate for the fantasy football. So I think whoever picks the correct winner of this bracket, other than me, because I already know I'm going to win with Michigan.
No.
Whoever
if we all
whoever else picked Michigan. Did anybody else pick Michigan? Just me?
I think just you.
I don't actually.
So
I
if
didn't
anybody else,
I didn't get Leland's.
if anybody else,
I
is
said it
Houston to
10
win it
times.
all.
Houston's going to win it all. It's going to be Houston, Michigan in the finals, and then it's going to be Houston to win it.
So if somebody picks the correct winner, they'll get a barbecue plate. But you have to submit it already. We're giving you Houston. We're giving you Houston and possibly Baylor because they're up by 12 now. We'll give you those. Pick the other two. Pick your winners. Pick the champion. If you get them all right, if you get the champion right, we'll get you a barbecue plate.
So what if there's a bunch of people that pick the champions?
Well, then we'll all go have some fucking barbecue, man.
Sweet. Houston.
Good Lord.
I hope Houston loses.
This is so much fun.
Fucking honks.
Get fucked.
All right, folks. Good show. Thank you for driving the boat, Mike.
Is that it?
Hopefully Alex will be back next week.
Shut up.
Thank you for joining us. We're here every Monday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Follow us on Facebook. Like and subscribe on the channel if you're watching this later. Thank you for joining us later. We're here every Monday night at 9. Next week, I'm going to try to have the creators of Dawn of the Dude into studio. We're going to talk about that project and season 2, which is going to be awesome, which is going to involve, I'm hearing, actual tanks.
Can it get a goose involved?
Actual tanks.
Actual tanks.
And a goose.
And maybe a goose. I don't know. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Radio Man Cave, and you have been on the air. See you next week.
Great job, team. Head back to base for debriefing and cocktails.